Hello friends, welcome back to Engineering Today, and in today's episode we're back with some latest updates. Let's start with SpaceX Starship. A robot dog made by SpaceX Boston Dynamics was recently seen in the S10 crash area. The robo-dog, named Zeus by SpaceX, it thoroughly inspected the crash land, or rather can we say S10 explosion site, as S10 exploded just minutes after landing successfully. Like the two prototypes prior to SN10, it also soared to nearly 6 miles deep in the sky of Boca Chica. Upon returning, SN10 had successfully reignited its engines to flip itself upright. It landed in a bitter soft way on the ground. Though the automated fire suppression system rained down gushes of water on flames burning at the base of the tilted giant, yet the vehicle exploded a few minutes later. Musk tweeted, "RIP SN10, honorable discharge." After removal of road closure notices, reporters and fans were allowed to see the clearance procedure from a distance. On the 4th of March, Thursday, in the high time, SpaceX fans and reporters spotted a high-tech, four-legged robot roaming near the SN10 wreckage. It was known later that the robot is carrying on inspection work. According to the report, SpaceX's robo-dog cost nearly $75,000, and it has the capability of working both at home and outside. It can climb stairs, open doors, map and sense the environment, and it also has a capability of detecting and clearing obstacles. Zeus is a spot robot of Boston Dynamics, a company of SpaceX. It's a four-legged, yellow-colored robot dog. In the previous cases, Zeus was used by SpaceX for carrying out inspection of the landing sites. The four-legged robot is equipped with cameras and sensors to collect data and information. As approaching exploded rockets can be unsafe, so it's quite a good decision from the SpaceX team to send a robot for primary inspection. According to the report, SpaceX engineers were seen around the rocket debris after the explosion had happened. While they were collecting data from the wreckage of Starship SN10, Zeus was also seen around the memorable Starship, aiding the engineers in gathering information at SpaceX's Boca Chica facility in Texas. Eliminating these Starship explosions during the descent phase is very much essential, as SpaceX's goal is to design a reusable Starship vehicle and Super Heavy. Let's move on to our next news, SpaceX and NASA, to launch the Crew 2 mission very soon. SpaceX is now moving ahead for their launch of Crew 2 mission in the coming month. National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, SpaceX's ally in the mission, is also progressing at the same pace to launch aeronautics to the International Space Station in the next month. NASA will again work together with SpaceX to launch the Crew 2 mission to the International Space Station as part of their Commercial Crew program. On the 20th of April 2021, from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, the mission is scheduled to launch. Crew Dragon capsule will gain speeds of nearly 28,000 kilometers per hour atop the Falcon rocket, according to NASA. During an intercept course with the space station, the capsule will move into its orbit. Once the spacecraft is in orbit, it will be monitored by the crew and SpaceX Mission Control, guiding it to the coast to the space station. NASA stated that the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft will dock autonomously to the space station. The astronauts will also have the ability to switch to manual control to dock the spacecraft. Just like Crew 1 mission, Crew 2 will also send 4 astronauts to the ISS aboard a Crew Dragon spacecraft. The names of the 4 astronauts, according to NASA, are Shane Kimbrough, Megan McArthur, Akito Hoshide, and Thomas Pesquet. Shane Kimbrough and Megan McArthur are from NASA. Akihito Hoshide is from the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, or JAXA, and Thomas Pesquet is from the European Space Agency, ESA. These 4 Crew 2 astronauts will stay at the same time period at International Space Station as Crew 1, in other words, about 6 months. According to the report, Crew 2 is expected to return back to Earth between the time periods of late September to early December of 2021. After docking and re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, the Crew Dragon capsule will splash down near the Florida coast. A recovery ship of SpaceX will bring it back to the dry land to return it to Houston. The astronauts during their stay at the space station will carry out numerous spacewalks to install new solar arrays at the space station. These new solar panels will create an overall increase in the station's total power generation. At present, the station's power generation is nearly 160 kilowatts. On installing these solar arrays, it will go up to 215 kilowatts. NASA will also take experiences from this installation missions for their future Artemis program. During their space stay, 2 cargo spacecraft missions, including the Northrop Grumman's Cygnus and SpaceX's Cargo Dragon, will take place. The crew will also test the Butterfly IQ ultrasound technology in space. Butterfly IQ ultrasound is a portable ultrasound device used in conjunction with a mobile computing device in the space environment, said NASA. Tissue engineering investigations, including studies of bone, muscle, liver, and cardiovascular health, are also planned to take place there. Thorough study of the growth of cotton trees in microgravity areas are also planned to carry out to work out the differences in their requirements. Let's move to our next news, as SpaceX is on the way to send Starship private astronauts around the moon in 2023. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk and Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa has together updated Maezawa's Dear Moon project. Yusaku Maezawa's Dear Moon project was founded 2.5 years ago with the goal of resending humans to the surface of the moon. Maezawa would single-handedly fund the mission. He's opened up seats for 8 passengers who will be other than dedicated astronauts. Musk's and Maezawa's first announcement in 2018 about the Starship rocket to be used in the Dear Moon project has changed a lot. At present, Starship have some redesigns that replace the most used carbon fiber composite structures with stainless steel. Maezawa also said that the Dear Moon project, too, has a huge change in the course of years. SpaceX has dealt with Maezawa 30 months ago for launching Starship's circumlunar Dear Moon mission as soon as 2023. Maezawa tweeted on the 3rd of March 2021, "Get your free ticket to the moon. 8 crew members wanted. Sign up today. #Dear Moon." Dear Moon 8 crew members wanted. For the mission to the moon in 2023, dearmoon.earth. Maezawa cleared in the update video that Musk has never stated that Starship was notably on track to launch humans on a circumlunar free return trajectory, as it's difficult for the extremely high-speed re-entry it takes. Elon Musk has said that he is highly confident that SpaceX's Starship will reach orbit many times. This attitude of Musk is a good signal for the Dear Moon mission launching with 2023 target. Let's move on to our last news, based on Rocket Lab and Astra winning launch contracts. On the 24th of February 2021, General Atomics announced that they've selected Rocket Lab as their launch provider to launch an orbital testbed satellite developed to carry the Argos 4 Advanced Data Collection System, ADCS. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has arranged for the launch of the orbital testbed satellite using the Rocket Lab's Electron rocket vehicle. According to report, the launch is scheduled aboard an Electron rocket either in the end of 2021 or beginning of 2022. The ADCS payload is part of the Argos data collection system that includes NOAA, ISRO, Indian Space Agency, CNES, the French Space Agency, and EUMETSAT, a European satellite agency. On the 26th of February, NASA announced that they've granted a contract to Astra worth $7.95 million. For Astra, Tropics is the second contract from NASA. Last year, in December, Astra was one of 3 small launch vehicle developers to win Venture Class Launch Services, or VCLS, contracts for launches of CubeSats. According to the contract, Astra has to conduct 3 launches using their Rocket 3 vehicle. The 3 launches will carry out NASA's time-resolved observations of precipitation structure and storm intensity with a constellation of smallsats mission. According to the report, the 3 launches will take place within a 4-month window. The window is scheduled to start on the 8th of January 2022, with ending on the 31st of July 2022. The mission will be carried out from Kwajalein Atoll in the Marshall Islands. According to NASA, TROPICS is a group of 6 3U CubeSats. Each of the 3U CubeSat satellites will be installed with a radiometer, which will collect profiles of temperature and water vapor on passing over tropical weather systems. These satellites will revolve around Earth in 3 different orbital paths. The paths will be inclined at an angle of 30 degrees, with these satellites revolving about 600 kilometers above Earth's surface. Scientists will use the TROPICS system to gather information regarding the structure of tropical storms, with detailed study on the evolving of storms. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your valuable feedback in the comment section. This will help us to improve.